Hi, JJ Hunt here. On a very warm Sunday morning, August the 10th, 2025, I headed over to a local hangout, Witchwood Barns, microphone in hand. There, I spent the day recording the sounds and describing the sights of the Disability Arts Festival, as did my good pal Christine Malik. If you weren't able to make it to the festival, or even if you were and you just want to relive the good vibes, I invite you to have a listen as we explore all the festival events and performances that our friends at the Disability Collective managed to pack into one long, hot, lovely day. It is 9:29 in the a.m. on Sunday, August the 10th. I am at Witchwood Barns for the Disability Collective's Disability Arts Festival, and I couldn't be happier to be here. Now, okay, the festival doesn't actually start for another hour and a half. It doesn't start until 11. I thought I'm going to get there really early. I thought I'd show up in really good time so that I could take in the visuals of everything being set up and everything being arranged and the vendors arriving and the Disability Collective crew kind of doing their thing. And you know what? I'm an hour and a half early, but I feel like I'm the last one here because everyone from the collective has already been here for hours. All of the tents are already set up. All of the tables are already set up. Nathan and Emily and Lori have been working all morning. And so the place is in really good shape. So, you know, what I'm going to do today is just walk around with my microphone. I've got a tour to lead in the early afternoon, but when I'm not doing the tour, I'm going to be walking around with my microphone, just recording little snippets of descriptions, describing the visuals of the market as it's set up, as it unfolds, describing the visuals of the festival, the performances, the people who are playing outside, and also the visuals of of all the other amenities here at Witchwood Barns, because this is a public space. This is a public park, so there are people using all sorts of different parts of the park throughout the day, even if they're not associated with the arts festival. So I'm going to record some audio of folks who are using the space, who are being here, and who are selling things, and people who are eating, and all sorts of things. And then later on, early afternoon, my friend Christine Malik is going to join, and she's going to do some recording of her own. She's going to, I think, my understanding is Chris wants to do some shopping and wants to take in some of the performances. So Christine's going to be doing that. She's going to be recording her experiences throughout the morning. And so that's what you're going to hear today on this episode is Christine and I and our experiences. Hello, dog. Cheers, you too. Yeah, so that's what we're up to today here at the Disability Collective's Disability Arts Festival at Witchwood Barns. 9:46 a.m. and vendors are really filing in and getting themselves set up. So Emily Maxwell mentioned in our interview a couple episodes back that one of the reasons the Witchwood Barns is such a perfect place for the Disability Collective to host its events is because they're one of the few venues that sets up tables, chairs, and even tents in advance of vendors and performers showing up. So often at other markets, it is up to the individual vendor to bring their own tables, bring their own chairs, and set things up themselves. That's a non-starter for a lot of the vendors in the disability community. So Witchwood Barns does that in advance. So when vendors are arriving here at Witchwood Barns, they are arriving with maybe backpacks, maybe wagons, maybe little push carts loaded with boxes and Rubbermaid bins, shelving units. I've seen some wooden crates. People are arriving with all of these things, and they arrive into the big main hall at Witchwood Barns. It's got open doors, like big steel glass garage doors on either end, so it's nice and breezy. And they arrive into this big open space, and there are 2 rows of tables, one on either side of the long room. And these are folding tables, white tops, plastic, tops, and each vendor arrives and they find their name on a table, a printout that says the name of the vendor, this is your table, and then they can go and start setting up their own wares. While the vendors continued their setup, I walked around the Witchwood Barns site. I checked out the dog off-leash park and the community gardens, then headed to the playground, where adults and kids were gathered for some morning playtime. 10:08, and I'm just wandering around on the grounds at Witchwood Barns. I like this space. This is kind of in my neighborhood. I've been coming here for 15 years. Since my kids were little. When my kids were little, I would come. We would come and bring them to the park. That's kind of in the backside of Witchwood Barns, and that's where I'm standing now, in the park area. So here there are 2 large sandboxes, one that has a water feature, so basically just it's a sandbox with a cement post that's got a tap on it, so you can open up that tap and turn the sand pit into a mud pit. and there are some digging tools and dump trucks that kids either bring or leave here, and so people turn that sand area into a mud pit. Right now there's one kid in a sun shirt and shorts kneeling in the sand, digging holes in the ground without the tap turned on, so it's reasonably dry there. Then there's an even bigger sand pit that's got more play structures on it. So it's got a couple of sets of swings, a slide, some climbing structures. There are also a few sunshades over these sand pits. So these are just concrete posts and steel posts with angled slatted wood as a shade, about 15, maybe 20 feet off the ground. So that provides a little bit of shade on sunny days. But more of the shade comes from the trees that are planted around the outsides of these sand pits. Yeah, so in that kind of larger sand pit area right now, there are some adults and kids on the swings, swinging back and forth, being pushed by adults or kids. So kids and adults in the swings, kids and adults doing the pushing. There's one kid who's brave enough to try the slide, but it is a metal slide on a hot day. So as we all remember, you really got to be careful on a hot slide, on a metal slide on a sunny day. It can scorch the bottom. So there's a kid, 2 kids climbing up the ladder to that slide right now. I'll be looking to see what their facial expressions are when they hit the bottom of that slide. There's an adult at the bottom waiting to catch them and pull them off quickly. So let's see. Slide down. Total troopers. Didn't even wince. Kids are tough these days. And then just to my right is the water feature in the park, which is kind of fun. So there are 3 kind of 3/4 rings. So they look like they are full circles that are partially buried in the cement. And they're one after the other, kind of forming a little tunnel. And there are different spray nozzles at different parts of the insides of the ring. So if you run through them, you're going to be sprayed from all different sides. So those are 3 rings kind of right in the middle, and they're kind of constantly spouting water. There are a few little jets buried on the concrete pad, so that there are these spouts of water that come up, like geysers of water that come spurting up. And then there are kind of mounted water cannons, 2, 4, 6 of them around the outside. They don't blast water very hard. They just kind of squirt water like a hose on a medium setting. And so right now it's not being used very much by anyone. It is actually not shaded, so it's right in the sun. You get cool because of the water, but it's in the open sun. So Kids can run right through, or they can grab the cannons, they can try and blast each other. Right now, one little kid is being asked to leave and not so into it, so there are some tears. You might be able to hear the sadness. And so there's everyone from from toddlers and babies in diapers to preteen kids to adults taking advantage of this park here at Wychwood Barns. And who knows, maybe they'll be come to the Disability Arts Festival later on today, but right now they're just happy for a swing and maybe a little bit of playing in the splash pad in the water feature. I'm trying to decide if I can go in, not with the microphone, that's for sure. 10:31, walking back through the main hall now. Just about every vendor is here. There are only 2 or 3 empty tables yet, with only half an hour to go before the market opens, the festival opens. So almost all the tables now have some sort of covering on them. Tablecloths, coverings of some description, like I said, beds of flowers. Sometimes they're branded, sometimes they're just in colors that are matching the rest of the displays. I'd say about half of the tables have some sort of tiered or built-up display. So, tiered tables on top of the tables, like little shelves or racks that are from which jewelry hangs, or some kind of nook set up, little boxes that are with their open sides facing forward, so people can put their things in. Just all set up in all different ways. Morning. So almost everything's set up now. Vendors are not only are there things, are their tables set up, but their items, their crafts, their art is being set up as well. So I'm getting a bit of a sneak peek at some of the stuff that's going to be on sale. Some very cool things. 10:42 inside the vendor alley. It's kind of fun to see when all the vendors have just about finished setting up their stuff, but none of the customers have arrived yet. There's a little bit of a moment of calm and a moment of excited anticipation where vendors are talking to each other. I've overheard a few conversations of one vendor saying, "I'm so obsessed with your stuff, I can't wait to come over and do some shopping later," which is really nice to see vendors supporting each other. Also, seeing a lot of people, when they're finished setting up their tables, they take their selfie. They take their photo to post on social media. So I've seen a few of that. People wrapping up, they take a step back from their table, give it one last peruse. Did I miss anything? Everything's set up, great. And then they hand their phone to the vendor next to them. They run behind the table, strike a pose, big smile, and their neighbor takes a photo of them with their finished setup for the day so they can post it on social media. Really sweet to see. It's just after 11 o'clock and the festival has officially begun. The market is officially open, so all of the vendors are here. Folks are already doing their shopping. Did you already get some shopping done?
I got a couple of things.
Awesome. It's 11:43. I'm just walking through the festival, and people have spoken a lot. Christine and I talked about this in an earlier episode of the podcast, and Emily mentioned this. It is such a lovely, friendly family vibe, and it's such warmth here at the festival. I just wanted to mention that I have seen members of the Disability Collective, Emily and Nathan and Lori, sharing hugs with so many people here. Vendors who are arriving, they get a hug if they want, and people setting up food carts, they get a hug, and then people who are just coming to check out the festival, everyone's hugging and smiling, and it's just lovely to see. It just makes me happy.
Hey everybody, this is a beautiful day. I just want you to come over. It's nice, it's hot. Don't stay at home, just come up here for the fun of it. So just come join yourself. That's it.
Beautiful. Thank you, my friend.
Okay.
And what's your name?
John.
John? JJ.
Hey, JJ, what's up,
Pleasure
man?
to meet you.
Okay.
Cheers.
Cheers, JJ.
You have a good one.
Hello, Christine here. I arrived at the festival around noon and met with a couple of volunteer sighted guides that the Disability Collective set me up with. Angus, who happens to be JJ's kid, and his buddy Finn. I had about half an hour before the AD tour, so we explored the market and festival, eventually making our way to the games set up on the south lawn. I heard about a giant Connect 4 game.
Yes,
Is
I
that
do see the
happening?
Giant Connect 4 game. No one's using it right now.
Can you
but-
describe that? Maybe we go check it out?
Yeah,
Because I
for
don't
sure.
even know what that is,
course.
to be honest. But
Yeah.
I'm just intrigued by giant games.
Of course. Yeah, so it's a big
Jumbo size.
Yeah, it's so
Jumbo
size. It's a blue.
size.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get onto the grass here.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, we're about here. So yeah, it's a big blue board with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 7 circles along it.
Okay.
And there are a bunch of tiles along the ground. Half are yellow, half are red. And then
Okay.
you like take turns there are sort of slots at the top, and they fall to the bottom, of the circles, and then you can you just connect 4 of your color in a row.
Oh,
Yeah.
can I touch it?
Yeah,
Can
for
I
sure. Just a
think
little bit forward here, and if you reach out, down will be the tiles,
Okay, I'm gonna grab
and
a
they have a little
tile just
4
for
on
fun.
them. Yeah.
Is there supposed to be 4?
There's off a number 4 on them.
Oh,
sorry.
I see.
Yes,
Oh,
yeah,
right there.
yeah,
Okay,
of
yeah,
course.
okay.
Yeah, and then if you just reach out a little bit further,
So I picked up this disc off
yeah.
the ground, and
this is the
Oh,
board.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
so
you can
it's
see the little
a-
slot in the middle. That's where you would drop your tile.
from the top.
Yeah,
Oh,
from
okay,
the top,
so it's
and then it would fall to the bottom.
a horizontal, no, a vertical,
Yeah,
sort
yeah.
of wall. And if I drop that, it's going to go right
It'll
to the
go all
bottom.
the way to the bottom, and then there's a little thing at the bottom.
Yeah.
If you feel just down a little bit,
Yeah.
there's this tab. If you pull it, the coin falls back down and out.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so that's how
okay.
you collect them all at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So vertical grid 6 by 7.
Yeah.
So what color is this one?
That one's a yellow one, and then you get your reds to your left.
So the goal is what?
You connect 4 of your color in a row.
In any row?
In
Could
any
be horizontal,
row,
vertical.
horizontal, vertical, or diagonal. And then but you take turns, 1 red, 1 yellow, and then you stack them up top.
Oh. So you will always fill the bottom row first.
Generally, yeah. It doesn't, maybe not the whole bottom row. You might try and get a vertical one, and then you don't have the whole bottom row filled, but there's kind of a pyramid almost in the middle. It differs from game to game. Yeah.
Okay.
The strategy is to go. You start at the bottom.
Yeah,
That's
you gotta
what
start at the bottom.
Yeah, well, you have to,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because
you have
it's
to
going to
start-
fall.
You have to start at the bottom.
They're all
yeah.
going to fall to the bottom.
While Christine was wandering the festival outside, I was hanging out in Vendor Alley, checking out the arrival of some fan favorites. It's about 12:15, and signing Batman and signing Catwoman have arrived, and they are awesome. So, Batman wearing the full Batman suit, rubber suit with the cowl and cape. They've just stopped to sign. They're getting applause and little bows from some of the vendors. Yeah, so Batman, full black rubber outfit with the cowl, black eyes painted beneath the mask, sharp, tall, pointy horns on top of his head, black rubber boots, full cape. Incredible. Catwoman, this is the Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman. So this is, again, a black pleather outfit with black pleather boots, like a vinyl, it's like a vinyl suit, with stitch marks all over it, and again, a cowl that is similar to Batman's with little cat ears, and she's got a whip with her, and a bright red lipstick. It is a very warm day to be wearing a vinyl outfit. Anyway, they're signing Batman and signing Catwoman. So they're walking around talking to both adults and kids, signing with them, with vendors and lots of people stopping to take photos with them because they're pretty fantastic. Right now there are two kids who are holding cookies who are with a parent, and they keep walking a few steps toward Batman and Catwoman, and then grabbing a parent's hand and hiding behind them, and then stepping a little bit closer, and the parents are kind of pointing, and the kids are considering waving. Batman, they're both smiling. Batman and Catwoman are standing side by side, and the two kids are now standing side by side, and the little girl has put her arm around the little boy and walked him forward because he was clearly more nervous to meet them. And so now they've stepped forward, they've shaken hands very formally, and now the little girl is turning the little boy around and standing them between Batman and Catwoman so the parents can take pictures. Not only are the parents taking pictures of the little kids with Batman and Catwoman, but some other vendors step forward to take pictures of the kids with Batman and Catwoman because that scene was just adorable to the max.
With a few minutes to go before the audio description tour, I headed back outside, and that's when I spotted Christine.
It is 12:22. Oh, I see some people holding up ice cream cones and cheersing each other with their ice cream cones. Christine! Hello, Christine!
Oh, hey!
It's JJ.
How's it going?
Good, how you doing?
Doing some shopping. Look, I got a nice coffee already.
Very nice, very nice. How you guys doing?
Yeah. Excellent.
What have you guys been up to so far?
We walked around and looked at the games, the Big Connect 4.
Oh, yeah.
It's new to me. I didn't know anything about it. It's color based, so I never played it as a kid.
Yeah.
Check one out. It's a big version.
Awesome. Are you doing the tour? Are you going to come on the tour?
I am, absolutely.
Awesome.
I never miss your tour.
Awesome. Okay, so I think that's in 5 minutes. I should probably go over there.
Okay, get
All right.
ready. We'll be
Yep,
there.
we'll see you there in a few.
Awesome.
Bye, guys.
During the tour, JJ talked about the history of the Witchwood area and described the main building, a series of old streetcar repair bays, or barns. Then we walked around the site and took in the life of the park and some festival activities and performances.
There's a beach volleyball game going on to our left. All right, so let's just pause. Should we pause for a little bit of beach volleyball? Who wants to do play-by-play? Angus, you want to do it, or shall I do the beach volleyball play-by-play? I know these guys are actual beach volleyball players. So, okay, we got a serve from the left, coming into the back. Oh, tried for the bump in the far corner. So we got the way the beach volleyball court is set up, it's a big pad of sand. And there are two posts for the net, one on our side, one on the far side. Those posts are permanent. They're there all the time. Any group that wants to play volleyball brings their own net. You set up your own net. In fact, these guys not only brought their own net, but they brought lines to mark the outside edges of the court. So these are, it's like a vinyl strap, like a seatbelt material, but in a big rectangle. So there's a pegged down like outer rim in this blue kind of seatbelt material all the way around. So the court is clearly defined. 5 players per side, 6 players per side. Okay, we got a bump all the way over. So these guys know, Angus and Finn know. So sometimes the players are going to play barefoot. Some of the players are playing in Crocs, and some are wearing like sports socks that are a little bit rubberized on the bottom. Or some, they're almost like swimming shoes. I don't know if anyone has worn swimming shoes before. They're not dissimilar to that. Folks in shorts and t-shirts and tank tops. Everyone is sweaty, and of course, sweaty and sand means you're going to get covered in mud. So there are lots of folks who have shins. One guy just did a dive all the way across the sand. The big thing about beach volleyball, I've been noticing this everywhere now. Almost every play, you get up, the team gathers together. Good play, low fives. So instead of the high fives, everyone like hand down low, low five, good job. So at the end of every point, you'll hear a little, okay, good.
All right.
So they literally import sand into a sandbox? Like
Yeah,
how
this
is
is a giant, it's just an artificial beach.
with boards up on the side or something to contain the sand?
It's got a little lip, like a
Okay,
curve
yeah,
all
yeah.
around that's maybe
Okay.
ankle high. I'm sure it's not very deep, but I don't know. Have you guys ever tried to dig down?
Yeah. The sand can get pretty hot if it's sitting in the
yeah.
sun. That's usually why they wear the socks and things
my
like that.
gosh.
And digging into the sand, when you get low enough, it's actually kind of cool and nice.
Oh,
It's beautiful.
Try and, like,
So you
if
dig
you
it up?
clear out a little area of the top layer of sand, it's much better to play barefoot because then it is quite cool. But like if you're the first ones there in the morning and no one's played, it's gonna be really hot.
Because that's
yeah.
been churned out.
And do they have to
Turned out.
refresh it? Like, do they have to bring in new sand every few weeks because you
Not
kick
very
it off
often.
or no?
No.
Probably
not
beginning of a
really.
season.
Oh, yeah,
not,
maybe.
not every
Oh,
couple
yeah.
of weeks. Yeah.
People don't take pounds of it home on their
yeah. No, I did see one of the vendors, one of the players came over and asked the vendor if they had any extra napkins.
Oh.
And then I saw them walking back to the court using the napkins to brush the sand off their body. Yeah. Sweaty and sandy. All right, so we keep walking along our streetcar trail?
Yes.
Hello.
Hi!
Are you guys doing some circus stuff
We are
later?
going to do a show right now.
Beauty.
And then after, we're going to do try out some juggling balls and spinning poi and spinning plates.
Awesome.
Round circus stuff.
Okay.
Anybody?
But you're going to do some aerial stuff right
We're gonna do
now?
some aerial stuff right now.
You guys want to check out some circus, some aerials?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So it's going to be a little bit, we're going to be in the sun for a little bit, but if you guys
Yeah,
don't
you
mind.
can come in the shade as well, but
Oh, you know what? I think we could probably make that happen.
you're welcome to be under our shade.
Thank you. So there are some tents. If we come over this way, it's a little bit narrow, a little bit lighter, but I think well worth the shade.
Just gonna go down on the grass.
And if
Here, there's a bit of a
folks
lip.
want to do a touch tour of the apparatuses after we perform,
Yeah.
they're welcome to. We have some aerial silks, which are like long, stretchy fabric. And then you're welcome to use these chairs. And then we have aerial hoop, which is a steel circle, kind of like a hula hoop. And the one we're using today is covered in rainbow tape, so it's a little extra fun.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so the students are going to be climbing and flipping and performing on those right now. I guess good luck with your audio description. You'll be working
Do this on the
fast.
fly. There are some chairs under this.
Yes,
in
there's
this
another
area.
chair behind
Can I grab
you.
a chair?
Of course.
Yes.
There's
so I
one
did
to
not
the
know
left
this
of
was
you
gonna
right
happen.
here.
I'm not prepared on my circus.
Just right.
But I'm going to wing it.
There's the
Oh,
chair.
thank you.
Basic
Perfect.
structure that we are facing right now. Picture a giant swing set for a single swing. So it's got four corner posts going up almost to a pyramid top, but then there's one kind of I'm going to say 3-foot bar at the top. So almost a four-sided post pyramid. Can you picture that? And then hanging down from the middle are two different climbing apparatuses. One is a long blue silk, like a long, giant blue silk scarf that goes all the way to the ground. And this has got to be 35 feet tall. And then the other thing that's hanging down is a black scarf, like a black rope and silk, and on the end of that is a steel hoop, like a hula hoop, like the performer who was talking to us said. It is wrapped in tape so that it's rainbow colored.
After the aerial performance, which JJ described off the cuff, we were invited to touch and explore some of the equipment with Rainbow Circus Program Director Jaden Walker.
And I'm going to hold them just because the wind can catch them, so I'll hold the top.
it's
But
right in
there's a
front of
silk
you
right
now.
here. It's a dark blue color. And if you pull it, you can give it a strong tug if you want. You can feel that it's attached to something really strong above.
How much weight could that hold?
2,000 pounds is the breaking
So I'd be
strength.
safe on there.
You would be safe on it, yes.
And does this separate, as
So
JJ
there's
described?
2 halves. So this one that you're each holding a half.
Oh, okay, okay.
So this, you can pull it out really, really long. They're about 20, they're a little over 20 feet long.
And how wide when they're fully spread open?
You know what, that's such a good question. I don't know, but you can feel for yourselves, like it's pretty wide.
Yeah.
We don't do the silks wide as much, but we will sometimes do an apparatus called aerial hammock, which is looped version of these. So these ones right now are hanging straight down.
So I'm inexpertly winding it around my forearm. Is that the sort of thing that one might do?
You would wind upwards, you're winding downwards. So
Okay.
upwards is the weight bearing part. So I
So
would.
go start under your arm?
Yeah. So if I can.
Oh, I see. Downward?
Yeah. Something like that.
So I started on my underarm and I'm winding it down.
Yeah. So basically, you can kind of hang off of it in a variety of different ways.
Oh.
We're not doing silk demos today, but
Sure, I won't do anything
those,
reckless.
I do those at this.
I'm
at
super
this space.
interested in this.
I actually have an adult class.
Unwinding?
Um,
You have what?
We have an adult class
Oh, yeah?
on Wednesdays at 6:30. We're in the East End. We're at Greenwood and Gerrard.
Greenwood and Gerrard. Okay.
We're called Rainbow Circus. Yeah, I actually have.
Do you have visually impaired students
I
at the
actually
moment?
have somebody joining in the fall.
You
and,
do,
and I have in the
do.
past. Yeah, so it's a lot more hands-on often when I teach folks, because then I'm like, okay,
Of
well, you can feel
course.
my body, and
Of course, of course, of
help
course.
support you. But
I'm really interested.
yeah, we can tie knots in this, and then you can kind of use that to bear your weight.
Could I try holding both?
Yeah, here.
I was totally hooked on the circus, so I hung out with the Rainbow Circus crew a bit longer while JJ and the other VIPs finished the tour. Soon after, Mass Abilities, a group dedicated to teaching and promoting inclusive carnival dance, took the stage just outside the entrance to the barns.
Side. So can we do that? Side.
2:13.
Side. Who can
And we
go
got some
faster?
dancing being demonstrated and described.
Side. Woo! All right, we're warmed up. We're ready. All right, to the right. Other side.
So we got dancers shuffling, waving colorful bandanas, wheeling their chairs back and forth to the beat.
Wonderful. Let's take it back. Let's go. What you do on a night like this? Next side. All right, now some of you have the bandanas, right? We gotta start waving these in the direction we're going, right? Now I want to see your hips. Now we're bum, 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 hip. One more time. Hip. Let's go this way. Wonderful. Ole. Other side.
Christine, I thought you ran away with the circus.
Just ran away with this. I was just joking about how I left you and ran away for the circus. That was so great. I had a great chat with her. I think I'm looking them up and
Yeah. So you're gonna like live in the clouds now, live on the silks,
maybe. I don't
replace
know.
your bedroom furniture with just
With
a
silks,
series
I'll
of
just
silks.
still
and-
sleep in a silk hammock.
Yeah, I can see
That'll
it.
be me.
Yeah.
That'll be me. So what's going on the stage?
There was the dancing, but
Yeah.
I don't know what.
So this is the woman who's at the microphone right now was leading some mas dancing, some Caravana style dancing.
Oh.
And so she's got on a harness that's got feathered wings. So these wings go straight up in the air out of the harness, and they've got like pink and purple and sparkly silver feathers. She's on microphone right now. There's also an ASL interpreter beside, so the ASL interpreter is doing all this, and together they had been handing out colorful bandanas, and then they had a whole group of people who were dancing with them, and they were leading the dancing to the left, to the right, with the music going. Yeah.
Oh, lovely. And has the tour disbanded?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, I mean, we lost a couple people here, we lost a couple people there. I'm not
You
upset
always
or
lose
offended.
people to the circus, JJ.
I can't compete.
Circus comes to town, and sorry.
I know. And people went off and did their shopping.
Good,
and
perfect.
yeah, it's exactly as one would hope.
Exactly.
Where are you guys off to next?
I don't know. We had a little fun at the Plinko game.
Oh yeah.
I might be at the end of my heat.
So you're all good. You're heading home.
Yeah.
You got
Everything I wanted.
Everything you wanted. That's the arts festival for sure.
Who can say more?
Yeah, seriously. All right.
Thank you for your great work, JJ. As
Oh,
always,
cheers.
very
You too, man.
entertaining.
You
Yeah,
too.
Fun. Could I get a walk over to Whichwood?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, awesome. That's
All
my
right.
way home.
We'll see you later, Chris. It's 2:35. The tour is done, and there was a little bit of Caravana dancing and music and singing up at the performance area that I took that I not quite took part. I wasn't dancing. I can't lie. I wasn't dancing, but but that was a very hot activity, and so I've just come around to the back of the building. Come around to the south side anyway, in the shade next to the Stops Community Gardens, and just enjoying the shade of a tree. Very nice and calm back here. There are some people, some kids running around on the lawns and playing a bean toss game. There's a guy sitting on a bench having a vape. A few people sitting in the shade of an arbor having a signing conversation. The craft corner, there's some kids at the craft tables. There's a little kid in a power chair making beaded bracelets while I'm guessing an older sibling does some cutting out of things with scissors. I think they're making bookmarks. And the circus performers that were earlier doing their show are now sitting on what look like yoga mats in the shade of some great big trees that are growing out of a neighbor's backyard. So this is the place for a little bit of cool, just a little bit of relaxing, just a moment of calm.
Yeah.
It is 2:36. I'm inside the market, looking at some things, and I see Emily Maxwell
and Mayor Olivia Chow.
Yeah, and Mayor Chow walking through the market together. So it looks like Mayor Chow is doing some shopping in the market with Emily. This is a place to be, man. It's just the place to be. So it's about 10 to 3, and a podium has been set up at one end of the market area. Podium with a microphone's been set up, so I'm going to keep my eye on that, see what that turns into. It's 2:53, and just doing a little people watching as I'm hanging around inside the vendor alley, watching Mayor Olivia Chow do some shopping. She just bought some jewelry from one of the vendors, and I watched the mayor buy her jewelry and then continue to sit, and she's standing now. She's been standing with the vendor for about 5 minutes, having a back and forth conversation. They're both sharing lots of laughs. They're passing phones back and forth.
Hello, everyone. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, everyone. My name is Emily Maxwell. I'm the Artistic Director and founder of the Disability Collective. Thank you all so much for joining us here this afternoon. And I'm very excited to introduce to all of you our wonderful guest who is here with us this afternoon, Mayor Olivia Chow.
Thank you, Emily. The talents and the creativity in this room is amazing. Wow. I'm blown away with all the work. The arts, the jewelry, the painting, the knitting, you name it, it is incredibly inspiring.
The mayor, Olivia Chow, was clearly smitten with the festival and the market vendors, so she spoke for a while. She told the gathered crowd that she was hoping to collaborate with one of the jewelry makers about making earrings that connect to her hearing aid. I bet that's what her earlier chatty conversation and phone exchange was all about. Then Emily returned to the mic and invited us all to take in the afternoon performances, which included a set by musician, media maker, and clown Ben E. Wood.
I just released an album that's called Fearless Intro Film. That's kind of a dreamlike concept album about hospital experiences. I invite you all, if you're inside and you're able to come outside, I invite you to come enjoy the windy sunshine. I'm going to play some songs that I wrote. This is a song called Oh Man When I Was in Art School. Now when I was in art school, you should have seen those shows. You should have seen the people come and go. Oh man, when I was in art school, those should have been the days. You should have seen the programs for the plays. We would pile up in tension, pile on the floor. My buddy Steamy Simon kept the door. And he hung it on his wall at his apartment where he'd host these reclusive dinner parties, unrealistic after parties. Oh man.
It's about 3:15. I always love the different kinds of mobility devices that you see at Disability Collective events, the different kinds of the personalization of mobility devices is wicked. There's someone wheeling past right now, and they're sitting in a chair that has a pink frame, a hot pink frame, and it's just a manual push chair. A couple people in motorized wheelchairs that I've seen that are, one's like a recumbent motorized chair, so it's a sit-back three-wheeler, so two wheels in the back, one wheel in the front. So it looks like a speed race chair, motorized. There's lots of decoration, so lots of wheelchairs and scooters that are bedecked in pride flags and trans flags and disability pride banners and things, all draped all over their chairs. My favorite personal mobility device that I've seen today, there's a woman with one prosthetic leg, prosthetic below the knee, I think, and she's getting around in part on an electric scooter. So this is the kind of, a two narrow wheel with a narrow platform that you would sometimes stand on. But this electric scooter has been outfitted with a seat, so you can sit on it or stand on it, and you can move forward with your hands on the handlebars. And she's been zipping around and doing her shopping on this mobility device. Again, all over the place. Everyone using different kind of mobility devices and supportive devices. Just awesome. I love learning about this stuff. It is 3:50. I am in the vendor alley in the main hall, and I'm going to do some shopping. I need some stickers. So I collect stickers. I give them to my kids. I give them to my nieces and nephews. I send them to them. They live all across the country, so I send them stickers. And this place is an amazing place to find cool stickers you cannot get anywhere else. So I am on the hunt for stickers.
Which stickers can I grab for you?
Okay, so this is going to be tricky. Okay, so I'm going to do, it's 3 for $10. I'm going to do, See, I thought I had it, and now I paused. Okay, I'm going to do an Ethical Wizard.
Sure.
Thank you very much. I will do. Oh, I like the
tube guys?
the tube guys,
Yeah.
the inflatable tube guys. I like them. Okay, I got one more. Oh, yeah. So tricky. Resting my brain cells, please.
Yeah, you got it.
That would be great.
How's the market been for you guys?
It's been good. It's been warm.
Yeah, it's a little hot in here, right?
Yeah. It's a hot day for sure, but it's nice to see everybody coming out anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, lots of friendly faces and lots of repeat customers from the other disability ones that I've
Yeah.
had, which is nice to see.
I had a hard time. I've been like walking back and forth and wanting to come up but there's always been a crowd around the table. I haven't been able to make my way in here yet, so.
Yes. My table specifically, or?
Yeah,
oh,
your table's been
that's so
packed.
nice.
It's been packed.
Oh, wow. I feel like I don't notice because I'm in it.
That's right.
Yes, I can get
do
your
you
change.
prefer cash or tap? What's better for
cash
you?
works, yes.
There you go.
Less fees.
Yeah, exactly. You guys have a good one, eh?
Thank you. You too.
Enjoy the last, only one more hour.
Yes.
And then
Oh, yeah,
the
look at
splash pad's right there.
Yeah.
So you can jump right in it.
Yeah, on the way home.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a good idea.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.
There was one last vendor I wanted to visit, a crochet artist who was selling hair clips and bobby pins adorned with tiny little rosebuds.
Can you tell me about the hair clips and hair pins, the bobby pins and all that?
Yeah, I crochet them. I bring my thread to show people, and my little hook so they can tell I actually make it all.
That's
Stitch by
incredibly
stitch.
fine. So this thread is like,
Yeah,
it's
cotton.
so fine. It's a fine cotton thread.
Yeah.
And then you hand stitch with it's
Yeah.
like a needle, right? Like,
Yeah, there is a hook on the end of it, believe it or not. It's just really small.
that is so tiny.
Yeah, and the roses I make in like a strip, and then I roll them up and sew the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I glue them on.
That's a
with slip.
strip and then roll.
Yeah.
And then that's how you get the petals like in that. Okay.
Yeah, because I sew the base of it.
Yeah.
Even the tiny ones, I sew the base of it.
They're so small. They're lovely.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so these are going to be for my niece. I actually don't know what kind of hair clip or pin or whatever.
Is she like more little or?
She's a tween.
Okay, so she could really go with anything.
Yeah.
These hold more hair.
Okay.
This is more like you're gonna put it like in your bun and
Yeah,
have like little
yeah.
roses sticking out of your bun. And then like I have a few of the flat ones are a little more comfy for some people. For like younger kids, I would say get the flat ones because these are just like
Yeah, they're a little chunkier.
just too chunky.
Okay.
If you're gonna like follow them with your head, but she's out of that.
Yeah, out of that
She's
stage.
not gonna do rough housing.
No, not that
She
kind
can
of.
have anything really.
Okay, and what's like the most versatile? Because I don't know how she does her hair any given day.
Honestly, probably a bobby pin.
Bobby pin, perfect.
Yeah.
I'll grab a bobby pin. I love the red. I like the red with the little green. Yeah, thank you.
I love this like the classic red because when it's not Christmas, it doesn't look Christmassy. But
But
if
if
you
it
wear
is,
it at Christmas,
that's right.
It's like boom, your outfit is so Christmassy.
Awesome, I love it. Thank you.
All right, let me get you a little bit.
Oh, perfect. And what's better for you, tap or cash? What do you like?
Cash if you have it, but I do take tap.
If cash is better for you, I can do that.
Absolutely. Thank you so
Lovely,
much.
thank you. Beautiful stuff, and I appreciate the description of how you made it too. That's super helpful.
When do calls go out for vendors?
Probably in September for our market in December.
Okay. Yeah. So
Is
keep
it
an
always
eye
here
out.
or is it in different places?
December will be here.
Okay,
for
I
sure.
live really close. That's
Oh, okay.
why
Oh,
it was
yeah.
perfect for me.
Oh, amazing. Yeah. December will definitely be here.
Okay.
And then next year, maybe we'll be here.
Yeah.
Probably.
Do you know how much
but
it costs? Or?
It's free.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, we don't charge a tabling fee.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I actually make dog gear and service dog gear.
Stop.
Yeah,
Okay,
I make,
sign up.
I make
Yeah.
bandanas. I made this
Oh.
tree pouch.
Oh my gosh.
Me and Sarah, we make leashes. So we made this leash.
Oh,
We make
wow.
Collars.
They're
Bandanas, leash wraps,
Oh my
things
gosh.
like that. We make a lot.
Well, Nathan's one of the people who decides which of the applicants.
So write your name down. Yeah, it'll probably be September, maybe October, but hopefully September that we'll put the call out. And then, yeah, keep an eye out. And then...
As the festival was starting to slow down, another musician took to the stage with a cello, a microphone, a laptop, and a series of foot pedals. The performer, Issa Farah, started laying down this beautiful, haunting music that was absolutely mesmerizing. Super cool music, and it's the perfect music for this kind of end of the day. It's echoing throughout the hall, echoing off of the old brick walls, passing through the steel beams overhead, bouncing off the skylight overhead. Really cool. Kind of digging it. The festival was just about done, so I packed up my purchases, gathered my mics, and said my goodbyes to Nathan, Beth, Lori, Sadie, and the Disability Collective volunteers, most of whom were gathered under a shade tent outside the barns, sipping the last of their iced coffees. Before I left, I flagged down Emily Maxwell, who was taking care of some attendees in the Book Nook.
Thank you so much.
Oh, that's another fantastic day. Honestly, Chris and I were talking about it. Everyone had been, like, overhear people constantly saying, I love this fest. I love every time I'm here. And people in them, like, everyone's hugging each other.
Yeah.
And it's lovely, man.
It is really
You guys got a
nice.
good vibe.
I feel so. I was saying this to Olivia and Chow. She was asking me about like how it started, and I was just saying, I'm the luckiest person in the world because I just got to design an event that I wanted.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, this is the kind of event that I want to go to, so I'm going to create it. Turns out lots of other people wanted it
Lots
too,
of
which
other
is
people
amazing.
want it. Yeah, that's right.
And I'm so lucky that worked out that way. But that's how it started, is that
Yeah.
I was like, this is what I want to see here. This is what I want to experience. This is what I want to get to do. How amazing is it that community was all craving it
Totally.
as well at the same
Yeah.
time. And
Yeah.
so now we get to do this together. And
You build it,
it's
you put it out in the
magical.
world, and people come.
It's just very healing.
Yeah,
You know? It's a
absolutely.
very healing place to be. I think people come here and they feel light.
Yes.
And that's ultimately what I want, is people to just come and feel like they're taken care of. And
Totally.
things are just here if they need them, and
Yep.
you know. And
Vendors and shoppers and curious passersby
Yeah.
alike.
Yes.
Everyone's having the same kind of like, this is for me. This is and just folks from the neighborhood. Like a
Yeah.
lot of community people.
Yeah.
Just like local community people, not community people.
Yes.
Like,
And like a lot of families with young kids who
Yeah.
are going to get to grow up with these kinds of events, and that excites me so much.
this is just how their local playground. This is how
Yeah.
it's used. This is a couple of times a year.
Yeah.
It gets flooded with people from the disability community.
Yeah. And think about in 10, 20 years when they're the ones doing these events, the kinds of things that they're going to create. That's what I get most excited about, is seeing kids, you know, running after the signing Batman and Catwoman and doing the scavenger hunt that we had set up, and like participating in all these events, and that makes me so excited. And we don't do a lot of events during the year that are for all ages in that way,
Yeah.
and so getting to do them here where we get to see the kids participating too is really rewarding for me.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just get really excited about it. So I always say I'm the luckiest person ever.
Yeah, totally. And now you get to go home full of the glow,
I know.
just
And sleep.
basking, and then crash. Exactly. Perfect Sunday night.
We are all of our team. We're all taking tomorrow off. We have forced everyone to take the day off because
Yeah.
we were like, you need it. Please take a day, and then we'll get back to things on Tuesday.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
it'll be
enjoy
good.
your Sunday night.
Thank you.
A
so
well-earned
much.
break.
Thanks, JJ. Thank you for coming.
Awesome. Hey, my absolute pleasure.
We always love having you.
All right, we'll see you guys later.